Hello and welcome to part 3 of my Coastal Point series, where I build my own custom neighborhood in The Sims 2 from scratch. In this video we are starting to build this community lot. I am not sure what I'm gonna call it yet. I haven't given the lot any name, but it's gonna be basically a shopping strip, maybe you can call it. There's gonna be different shops, restaurants, a bingo hall. And as you can see, I am trying, we can call it trying, to work with the constrained floor elevation sheet. I don't know why I made it so difficult for myself. There's not really any point in using the cheat. The only reason why I am using it is because I wanted this porch, we can call it, to be slightly taller than the standard foundation height, which everything else is in standard foundation height. I just thought it would give the building kind of, I don't know, more dimension if it was slightly taller. But because of that, I don't know if you can see them, but I have this one tile big room, wide room, that is just gonna be completely blacked out, because you know, the the constraint for elevation sheets is hard to work with. So to make room for like that space where the wall is on an angle, I have that tiny room, so that when your Sims are walking around, the room that they are in is not too wonky. So it's like a buffered zone, you could say, for the fucked up walls. But yeah, I did get a couple of comments mentioning that the last build that I did kind of reminded them of New England in the US. And so I went to Google to check it out, because I had no idea what New England looks like. But it was kind of on point of what I am going for. So I would say that the inspiration for this entire neighborhood is like a mishmash of New England, Scandinavia, and probably some coastal areas in Great Britain, I think. So yeah, if you want to get a better idea of what this whole neighborhood is going to look like, you could go to Pinterest. That's my source of inspiration, and just search for New England or Scandinavian coast or something. So yeah. In this video we are just going to do the exteriors of these buildings, and the interior is gonna be in a second part, because otherwise this video would just be way too long, you know? So yeah, in these buildings we're building here, they are gonna be a restaurant, a gift shop, I guess you could call it. It's not really a gift shop either. It's, you know, there are these tiny ass stores that just has the most random stuff. So it's gonna be like magazines, they're gonna have the thing where you can buy cell phones, and MP3 players, they're gonna have the photo booth, you know, just like all the weird stuff, and it's gonna be really cluttered and stuff like that. And in the blue storefront there's gonna be a clothing store, I believe, if I remember correctly. So yeah. As I mentioned in my first video, I am a very jumpy builder. I am all over the place. And that's because usually when I go through the different categories of like decor and clutter and stuff, I find things where I am, ooh, that would fit over there. And I know myself well enough that if I don't place that thing right then and there, I am gonna forget it, forget that it exists, forget where I found it. So I am like, I have to place it down right now where I want it, otherwise I just won't do it. So that's why I am all over the place at once. So I don't really understand how other sim builders don't do that. Like, how can they be so still and stay in the same place until they're finished with that space? You know, I am impressed that people are able to do that. Here I was trying to not be too jumpy, so I was just like trying to find stuff as much as possible that I know I would maybe want in this area. So I plopped down the signs, as many posters as I could find. Because I think I mentioned in my last video, I want this place to feel lived in. I don't want it to feel... I don't want it to feel new, you know? I want it to feel like this place has been around, the posters on the walls have been there for a while. So yeah. This backside of the lot is gonna change quite a bit, at least the middle building. I was trying to do something different so that it wasn't gonna be too much like the other side of the lot. But then I just realized it doesn't look as good, so I'm gonna change the middle part of this building to look more like the other one with the two roofs. And that made it look so much better. Yep, here I go. That looks so much better. It's the vibe. It feels like I say that all the time. It's the vibe I'm going for, but it is. It is a vibe, you know? In this little building, I am gonna build the smallest restaurant I probably ever built, and it's gonna be like a little fast food joint, basically. I really like these awnings. I don't remember where they're from, I could check it out. But I really think they bring something. Maybe it's the colors. It's a very natural way to like bring in some more colors on the lot, and I really like that. I also really like this little alley that I have in the middle between these buildings. If I had some custom content for it, I would also place like, what are they called? Like clothing lines where you dry your clothes that would like hang in between the buildings over the alleyway. Oh, that would be perfect. But I don't have any CC like that. Maybe there is some out there. I haven't really scavenged for it. But if I do find any, I will place it in that alleyway. At this point, I was still unsure what I wanted to have in these buildings. It looks like I was going for maybe like a floral shop or something. But this green one ends up being a hairdresser, if I remember correctly. Here I was experimenting if I would like to have these shutters. But I decided to have it on this green building instead with the red ones. Oof, and I love that color combination, the green and the reds. I think they are. Is it complementary colors? I'm not sure. I did study art for like a year and I still don't know the terms for anything apparently. As I said, we're all over the place. If you find a sticker, maybe if it's here, maybe if it's here, gotta check it out. I felt like I was missing some greenery on this lot, so here I placed this very small tree. I think it brings something. I don't know what, but it brings something. Gotta add some graffiti in the alley to make it feel more alive, of course. That's mandatory. I think at this point I was kind of struggling with my inspiration. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, so I was just going through the different categories, finding stuff that I was like, oh yeah, I can use this as interior later on. So I just plopped it down in the different places where I think they could fit. Here I got the idea that this shop was gonna be like a witchy tarot crystal stuff kind of store when I found that custom content picture with the tarot. I think they are from the Sims 2. Oh, what's it called? Is it a game pack? I don't really play the Sims 4 anymore. But the Life and Death pack, I think it's called. I got a conversion kit from that pack recently, and I found that tarot picture, and I was like, yep, this is gonna be a witch store. Done and decided. Yeah, I also placed that little basketball hoop in the alleyway. I mean, it's something for the Sims to do on this lot. What I'm not gonna like though is that like things like the basketball hoop, really, the Sims really like it. They usually is drawn to it when it is placed in a community lot. And that probably means there's gonna be a lot of Sims walking around in their athletic wear on this lot. Not a big fan of that, but oh well. As I said in the beginning, this is gonna be the exterior part of this building, but here we are inside doing interior because I totally forgot that I was gonna wait with the interior part. I think I just wanted to see if that fast food I don't know what it's called, but the fast food thing that comes with, is it apartment living? I think. If that would fit in this, but then I realized that it didn't, so I just started building my own kitchen because I just wasn't thinking. But we'll see how this works out, because as I think I mentioned in the beginning, there's gonna be 2 different restaurants. This is one of them. And yeah, as well with the bingo hall, there's gonna be a lot of seating, so there might be an issue with the hosts placing Sims all over the lot where they're not supposed to be, but we'll see. Anyways, the exterior is done for this video. I am very happy with how this turned out. I really like the different colors of the buildings, especially the pink with the blue, or almost purpley blue. I think it really fits in with the lot I built last time. I think I managed to like stick to the theme. Yeah, I hope you liked this video, and I hope I'll see you in the next one where we do the interior. Thank you for watching. Bye!